virtually painless.
Yeah.
You know, we probably should have did you first. It would have been over quick. Yeah, Lord, she was 14, they were both kids. Like, it was established there was a 13 and a 14-year-old in that chat with a couple grown men, which I'm sure there's a lot of it, but once we reach a level of popularity, we have a bigger responsibility. You know, we got to sweep them out of the way, man, the bad ones. How old is Dan? Old enough to know better. Dan, how old are you?
48.
48. You look good for 48. I hope I look that good when I'm 48.
I'll be 49 in March.
Going bald is very distinguished. You know, he got a nice Captain Picard thing going.
Hey, he got a nice
guy like Savior thing going.
Harvey. You look at a guy like Steve Harvey, who is proud to be bald. Who's proud that
he had a good head of hair and then went bald right away. Like, he just said, you know what? Now I'm shaving it. He used to. Let's see. Aren't you a dad fan? What does that mean, Dan?
Yeah. Me? Yes, I am. I got a 9-year-old daughter. She just turned 9 on the 27th of October.
So what would you say? And just, I don't know.
I'm an amputee.
I'm on SSI.
I'm on SSD.
So that means y'all both got a lot of free time to be on YouNOW.
I do other. I
just got paid today.
I'm involved in church. I do a lot of church stuff. No.
Let me go grab my phone. I bet I'm getting all kind of Snapchats at the moment. Oh, my leg.
No. I have a son with special needs. He's 33.
Yeah, he does. Yes, I agree. I know that. That's why back when a month ago, when everybody was talking shit about me back then, like October 1st, saying everybody's telling me that I don't take care of my daughter and blah, blah, blah. I do take care of my daughter.
Let's see. Ashley says that just makes a very uncomfortable situation for the young girl. And Ashley also, she had a problem with the whole, she was like, yeah, I don't think you should be talking to a 14-year-old as a 40-something-year-old man. Or at least not about those kind of things. Like, I think if you're talking to somebody that much younger, you should avoid sexuality altogether. Like,
she's had problems with her ex-boyfriend. That's why I helped her out. That's what David does the same thing. When somebody has a problem with a relationship, me and David help people out in relationships. Hey, what's the problem? And we help people out.
It ain't no homework they can be helped with. It's relationship advice.
Right.
It shouldn't be.
The relationship I talk about, I don't talk about sexual stuff. I talk about the basics.
Yeah, the basic stuff like what happened in the relationship, what happened, blah blah blah.
So nobody talked about no one sexualized the conversation. Is what I'm being told.
Right.
Good
There's
enough.
no sexualization. We don't.
Nobody. All right. Here's the thing. I don't see a problem with people having conversations with people who are different ages or whatever, as long as it stays in the realm of what that conversation is supposed to be.
You mean like clean and not dirty wise?
Kinda. In the mood because you want to lick the girl's taco.
I know that. That's Jim. He's the one that said that. It wasn't me. It was him all the way.
Oh, I can't do nothing. Crap. Yes, you're in the rig, right? There you go. Huh? You're getting your period. That's why she can't lick your pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, my period. Well, guess what? You have to lick her pussy because I don't think she's on the rig. So. Hey. Wow.
Yeah, it was my thing. Yes.
High. And I'm kinda in the mood because you want to lick the girl's taco.
That was Jim.
Go lick it. Come on, bitch. Lick my pussy. Wait.
Y'all, I've had a chance to kind of go over this a few times. She's what, 14 now? She's turning 15 in March.
She's turning, which one?
The one in the middle.
That's Valerie. She's going to be 15 in March, yes.
The one that told you she was on her period and getting kind of horny and she was kind of high, and you said, well, you're just going to have to lick her pussy. That one.
That's a joke.
That was a joke? I better never catch you make a joke like that around my daughter. Do you make a lot of jokes like that?
No, but I mean, she knows it.
Did anyone laugh when you made that joke, brother?
She did.
I don't know. I think she was respecting an elder. Like, it's a weird position for a 14-year-old to be in when they have an adult behaving inappropriate. They're like, this is an adult. I'm supposed to show respect. But look what you're doing. You know, you're stepping all over that line. You're abusing that line. That line is there. And it's like, it doesn't do us any good as the older broadcasters to encourage them to show us respect if we ever cross or blur the line. But your defense on that is it was a joke. You told her to go lick the other girl's pussy.
Oh yeah, but guess what? Did she do it? She said, "I'm gonna go."
Hey, I'm not going into what she did. I just know that.
Yeah, I know I said that. Yes, but I'm just saying. Everybody has their own opinions what to say. Like, hey, want to go there? Go lick a pussy, for example.
So what kept you from saying, I don't want to have that conversation with you? She was 14 and still is. The other girl was 13. What made you keep going instead of saying, you know what? I need to cool it now. Ooh, watch out. You're about to lose control. You was off the train. You got
but what's the age limit on here? They should change the age to fucking 18, not 13.
So we should blame the site for allowing a 13-year-old on the site and not the adult who said something.
Exactly. They should change it. You know what? You know why they have a 13-year-old on here? They want money. Okay.
Now knowing that you can incidentally stumble across a 13-year-old, you can stumble across a 70-year-old on here. Whose responsibility is it for the example we set for them? No idea?
Go ahead.
I would say it's up to you as the adult. You have to set an example for them. You don't get to say this gross stuff to a kid. You shouldn't. You need to get a better handle on yourself and your own emotions, and just know that if you have a guest that is that age, that is you having a conversation with them. And once you say these things to them, they exist forever. You know, you were smart enough to erase this after you did it last night.
I know.
You just didn't erase it before somebody had it, you know, and had it copied to another media and was able to share it. Let's see. Someone says, hey, can I get the N-word pass? I don't speak for all black people. Let's see. Someone says, just got off the phone with your local police station. Good for you. Deb says there's rules that say a 13 to 18-year-old is supposed to have a parent there. And do you think the parent was there? Dan, was her parents there?
Nope. That's why her parents don't know she's even on YouNOW. It's like, hey, my daughter's 9. When a person's under 13, you have to have a parent with you at all times. Like me or...
Good policy. Now, you saw that she didn't have her parents there. Her parents have no idea she's on YouNOW.
Right.
And this is how you came in swinging. What made your clothes come off? Do you remember when you took your clothes off last night?
Yes.
What made that happen? Like, how far did the joke go?
You talking about when I took my shirt off? Or
like when you stripped down? Dan, I'm just now scratching the surface of what's been reported and shared. How much do you want to go ahead and share before I do?
I know, I seen it. I remember what I did. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't drunk.
I was waiting on you to say, like, was you drunk? Was you high? Were you having an episode? Were you turning into the Hulk? Did you have fugal amnesia? Like, I'm willing to hear this. I like excuses. Move On says this is absolutely disgusting. Where is Montreal player? Doing his own thing. Let's see. Ashley says it doesn't matter. You have a daughter, Dan.
Yeah, but guess what? She wasn't here. Guess what? I know my daughter wasn't here. I would never do that in front of my daughter.
Right. You didn't do it in front of your daughter. You did it in front of a girl that was 4 and 5 years older. Let's see. What Ashley is saying, Ashley's 22. She's saying what you said was inappropriate and careless. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, but who started first? The gym guy. He's the one sitting there saying all the bullshit stuff before he came in. I know what I did. I did.
So the guy Jim started it. What kept you from dropping Jim?
Chris, I tell you what, I will unblock you if you can treat me with respect. That's the only thing I ever ask people to do. Treat me with respect. And I do the same back.
There you go.
Okay.
Huh?
Chris, you are now unblocked.
Yay! Look at people on
Chris is a tonic. I'm truly a tonic. Number 9, level 58.
Dan,
move on.
Me and you, we've had talks about
no fucking talk. No one silenced you. You just haven't said anything worth us addressing yet.
That we've got to watch what we do.
Well, in many ways. Hang on. We're about to get into it.
They should change the age limit from 13 to like 16 or 18. Hey, what is a 13-year-old going to spend money on this site? No. Because all you want is more people on this site to make money. But a 13-year-old going to spend money on here? No.
They're going to spend their parents' money on here.
No, they don't. Move on. They don't. But hey, does Valerie spend money on here? No. Does that other girl that 13 can be on 14 and Friday? Does she spend money on here? No. I do. I'm sure Davo does. I'm sure we all do at a certain age.
Let's run another clip of video right quick. Let's get it going while we can before they come shut us down.
Yeah, Dan's like, I wonder how big Jim is. Let's see how much I can fit in my mouth. Oh my God, I'm going to keep my mouth shut here. She's like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I'm like 14 years old, and I'm on a broadcast here, and everybody's talking about edible underwear, eatable lube, and edibles, and alcohol, and a stripper pole, and party bus. Woohoo!
Big dicks all at the same time.
We can't forget that the strip pole needs to be with the vibrator.
Oh, and it's okay, Dan, because I used to be a male dancer, so you can be in for a treat. Yeah, I was a male dancer. I was a male dancer at the age of 18.
You want to go kinky? I can show you kinky.
I think seeing that pic of you in underwear is good enough.
Oh, okay, so me and a woman. Okay, my daughter's mom.
Move On's asking you the question, Dan.
She's sucking my dick with a dildo.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Hold on. That was probably a little advanced for me. Dan, you saying the girl was sucking your dick with the dildo in your ass? I got a little. That was chaotic. Hang on.
Is it about that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, my daughter's mom. Okay, we're doing 69. She's sucking my dick with a dildo.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Get this. We're 69, but she put a dildo in my ass. Sit back while she's sucking my dick.
All right, the 13 and 14-year-old are kind of speechless at this point. I think you might have shot past what they were able to hear. And yeah, I think maybe the one true blessing is that your daughter was not home to hear that. Like she probably would have had too many questions. You know,
I would never do that.
Trying to keep up with the conversation. She was like, and the stripper pole has to be a vibrator too. Like she was just, they see what we do as adults and they try to imitate. Did you see how she tried to keep up with the dirty conversation? You got to set a better example. I don't know. I guess I should spread it around kind of even. Dave, are you ready for me to show a clip of you?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all see all the confidence Dave had right there? Dave, no, he ain't gonna find nothing. He ain't gonna find nothing near that bad on him. He like, it just ain't there. Like, y'all know the worst thing my man Dave has done? Like, seriously, it's so mild. It's just, we need to maybe not have it going on, but it's not near as despicable. But it's a behavior that I do want to remove from the platform a little bit. I want to see a lot less of this.
Oh, some likes of your own.
I probably should have started with this.
Everybody can drop a 2,000, couple 2,000, actually 3 2,000s. That would make me happy.
Maybe just a little less like begging. We need to teach the kids not to do the like begging.
Okay.
It's not a good look. Every time it's happened.
I didn't play that. That 14-year-old played that. I dropped him.
5,000 more.
No, I don't hear him.
Thank you, Bannerite.
Hey,
All right, thank you, Haley. I like that. I love this. All right,
hey, Davo,
I'm sorry, what was that?
hey, Davo, bring up Lizzie. She's one of my main supporters, and she can tell you exactly mainly what I do, because me and her, I go between mine and hers all the time.
That's cool. She can come up right after we get done with this. We're probably going to be wrapping this up in the next little bit. You all right? I've never seen you enjoy my show so much.
No, they're a bunch of perverts, is what they are.
Mm-hmm. I like to think I'm handling it well. You liking the show, ain't you?
No.
Why are you still here? You just hang out.
No, but I did right after that moment, Scott. I dropped him.
No, my point I'm trying to bring up with you, David the Panda, it's the like begging. I mean, that's not the biggest sin in the world.
Yeah, right now I'm just pushing a little bit because I want to get that chest. I want to get up to level. I'm like a level almost 78, and
I feel like it's taken away from you actually entertaining the audience. Like,
yeah.
It goes from like, instead of entertaining the audience and giving them a reason to like you up, you're putting pressure on them to spend their money, and it's like, hey, you got a crown, you should give. You should be spending money on me. Come on, can't you give any more? And it's like, I know as another person who's come into somebody's broadcast, it puts undue pressure on you as an individual. And it's like, man, now the heat's on me, you know? And it makes you not want to do anything sometimes.
That's why I don't.
He did a lot of it, and then it just happens repeatedly. Like every night I come back. Thank you. Well, I mean, that's, like I say, if that's the biggest thing anybody can say about you, maybe you'll find a more delicate way to do it. Maybe not put people on the spot.
Well, what I've started doing lately, I'll say, hey, if you've got any free spins, bars, free likes,
or just do a show that they like. Like I'm saying, maybe be more active, engage the audience. A lot of people don't seem to understand. Audience engagement goes a long way towards whatever you're trying to do as a broadcast.
Right. Sometimes that's hard to do when you're sitting there trying to get that audience engaged and nobody talks. They just sit there.
I remember when I first got partnered, and there was this guy, Shay Leverage. Thank you for becoming a fan. There was this guy. Thank you, Amanda, for liking up. And it seemed like he considered himself my competition. Now, he had about 14,000 fans. Mm-hmm. I think he got a lot more likes. But what he would do, he put a lot of undue pressure on his audience. And then he didn't understand when I got partnered and he didn't. and he had me by 6,000 fans, and it was just the kind of thing. I was like, I think it's because you kind of pressure people, and you don't have good audience engagement, right. And it's not a fun show. It doesn't end up being fun, and I think that's the thing YouNOW's looking at, and that's what I saw last night. You kind of fell short. All I saw you doing was putting pressure on that one person after they dropped like what was the gift? It was one of those glitter graphic gifts.
Yeah.
Put pressure on the guy. And I was like, God dang, let him decide he likes you enough to gift you rather than, you squeeze it out of him like he's a tube of toothpaste.
I've been working on it.
Maybe temper it down. I'm just saying in the end, it's gonna chase people away from you. It really is. You don't believe me? Just keep doing it. And Dan, back to you. Don't think we forgot.
Well, I'll stop. I'll be more careful of what I'm doing.
Thank you, Barbie. No, you need to stop that shit altogether. I'm being asked by people in the chat, is there a condition where you just don't know the right from wrong of it on some level? Do you know right from wrong?
Yes.
But you did wrong. Because I'm going to say this. I know you know right from wrong. Because a person who doesn't know right from wrong would not have known to delete that from their profile right after. If you didn't think there was anything wrong, you wouldn't have had the wherewithal to say, you know what, I got to erase this. I have to scrub this off. And you scrubbed it clean. You scrubbed it as clean as you thought you could. But there it was. Just sitting there like a shit stain. For us to view tonight. And hold our stomachs. Man, how much more do you think there is? Y'all had this party went on for a while. At what point were you going to tell that 14-year-old go to sleep? She's got school in the morning. And the 13-year-old, hey, why don't y'all go to sleep? This is YouNOW after dark. This is the dark, dirty part of YouNOW.
David, that's what I've told her. I says, you need to go to bed. You need.
Exactly. We all did. Like Valerie and whoever.
When y'all got done talking gross to them?
Well, I don't talk dirty with her.
Like they don't listen to us. Wait, go to bed. They don't listen. They just like the Valerie. She's like, oh, I'm high. She's high off her medication.
Well, here's the thing. If you have a young person who isn't listening, you take away the ball. Seriously, if they're on your playground, you take your ball and you go home because there's kids using your ball and they're not playing right. You are the adult. You are in charge. You have the ball. You can take the ball and go home if they're not playing right. What's the point of being the adult if you're not going to be the adult?
For a tree.
I hate how this thing keeps trying to jump away from where I'll have it. Whew, it's getting hot in this house. Just a short one.
Yeah, I was a male dancer. I was a male dancer at the age of 18.
Oh, okay.
You want to go kinky? I can show you kinky.
I think seeing that pic of you in underwear is good enough.
Oh, okay, it's me and a woman. Okay, my daughter's mom. Okay, we're doing 69. She's sucking my dick with a dildo.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
I'll get this. We're 69, but she put a dildo in my ass at the same time while she's sucking my dick.
Multitasking.
Give for a tree.
So many of these. I know some of them overlap time-wise.
Dan, if you put that, don't
Oh,
you? Oh
God.
my god! I can't believe that. I cannot believe
A man's
that.
rocking a Speedo there. All right.
Oh my lord, Dan, you get your bands. Oh my lord, dude. Oh my god. I can't believe I saw that. Oh my god.
And I said, you want to see a peekaboo?
And what made you strip down to a Speedo?
Being funny?
No. You saying you thought it would be funny to strip down to a Speedo in front of the kids? Abigail, thank you for liking up. Like at no point on your way to stripping down to a Speedo did you think, maybe I shouldn't be doing this?
Wendy, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Oh my God.
And you had it on inside out because the tag was on the outside, but I guess when it's a Speedo, inside out, right side on don't make no difference.
Oh my Lord, Daddy, you banned. Oh my Lord, dude. Dad, if you put that, dude, don't do it. Oh my
Look at
God.
their reactions.
I can't believe that.
Hard to
Oh
believe.
my God.
What was that from?
Oh my
Oh,
Lord,
go ahead and go off
banned.
screen.
Oh my Lord, dude. My God.
Wow, they've been on since 2004. 14 years.
Yeah, but they don't have
Which one?
to want to play with them.
Yeah, no, I mean, Dancing with the Stars been on since 2005.
You like this stuff.
Yeah, Laverne.
I'm interested in whatever spin anyone else wants to have on this now.
That's the first time I've ever seen current things.
Who do I hear in the background?
So the threats.
No.
So, Dan, this is your opportunity to speak your piece. I could have done this without you here. I wanted you to have an opportunity to say, I mean, do you have anything better than it was a joke?
So who picks the guy up on the couch?
That's David Walsh.
It's me too.
Thank you, Shay. Shay Leverage, thank you. And I saw where you became a fan tonight.
Yeah, they're giving him all kinds of likes and stuff.
He's busted, speechless.
Maybe it wasn't your best dance, but that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be here.
Hey, Dave, how's it going? Pandemonium, it's going good for me. Seriously, I mean, my leg is taking a lot of time to heal, so I'm in a sit-down mode. What's up, Frankie Allen? Yo, yo. Yeah, there's some kind of sickness going around. There's a sickness going around you now too, though. But seriously, let's go ahead and let's start making it better. Let's start watching a lot closer. And I'm like, I would like to be held to the same standard that I try to hold other people to. That guy Fuckatall, did he disappear? Because I didn't have him silenced. I'm curious. I saw he was making some wild comments in the chat, and I didn't let him distract me because Fuckatall was talking out of their ass. But if they like to come up, yep, you're still here? All right, Fuckatall, let's go ahead and give you some floor time. What do you have to say to me? What did this accomplish? Well, hopefully, like begging will be frowned upon. I think every 3 months, somebody gets exposed for like begging in a major way, and it kind of cools that shit off, and it makes it a more comfortable environment for people who do come on, watch broadcast, and like up the ones that show some intellectual value. Then, I don't know, maybe after somebody having the light shined on them, maybe the people who do feel totally comfortable in having inappropriate discussions with underage people and then erasing it right after, maybe they won't feel as emboldened. I think some people feel like just because they erased it, they feel like they're emboldened to do anything as long as they erase it right after. And that it's gone away, that they wiped it clean, you know? Why do you joke with pics with young girls at the beginning? Just curious. Why do you joke with pics with young girls at the beginning? Just were you once called out too? I don't know. Was I? Let's hear this. Was I called out? Did I do something I should not have done? No. He should come up because he can really look like a fool. Harvey says Jim needs to be banned. He puts on wigs and stuff all the time.
So your point is?
Thinking he might not have thought about the Speedo.
Yeah, so your point is? Hey, guess what? How many people on this site that actually be a man, be a woman? There's a lot of people on this site do it. And don't get me wrong, I'm right. I'm 100% right. There's just gay people out here that do it. There's people that be a man, be a woman. I've seen it. It's called showing the, you know what? Like being a man, like dress up as a woman, having fun as being a woman, like with the wig and everything else on. Come on, you go to somebody else's podcast, a guy being a girl, and show me this, and show me it. You guys say there's a lot of people on this site do it. I know a lot of people that do it. That's why, if a person don't like it, they can get the fuck out. That's my answer.
Yeah, they do.
See, there you go. There's a person that says I agree. If they don't like it, get the fuck out.
Right. All right, I will say this. If someone doesn't like what you put on your screen, they have the right to go leave. But if there is a 14 or 13-year-old engaged in the conversation with you, don't you have a responsibility to keep that conversation appropriate for that 14/13-year-old? Like, shouldn't you kind of say, hey, let's talk about something different now that there's a kid right here? Like, yeah, I get it. If you want to dress like a woman, get your freak on, throw on a Speedo, and it ain't nothing but grown-ups around. Did you not see the faces of the 13 and 14-year-old when you did that? When you shook your junk on the screen, it left them with nowhere to run. And you saw the one girl go all the way off the screen. She was like, oh my God. She went from deer in headlights to all the way off the screen. And then the other girl just kind of stood there. Like, I don't know. I think they didn't know what to do. I don't think they knew how to handle that situation. An older woman would have known how to get up and leave. I think they were just too young to know how to break free. And they didn't know that they could just leave. You know, they didn't want to be rude.
Yes, I am.
Doing the same dance over and over again. That's the truth. And that's why your scores haven't really improved. But what I really saw tonight that I'm really impressed with, it's very difficult for somebody to dance to somebody new. And I thought it actually.
That dance, like, I wonder how big Jim is. Let's see how much I can fit in my mouth.
This makes you sad? Well, don't be sad. Just know. I mean, I know this much. He'll never do this shit again. And if he does, he won't do it near as sloppy. I think he's come to realize that erasing it right after, it didn't work. Erasing it right after didn't do shit.
Oh, look at that.
Someone says offensive comments or other forms of harassment will not be tolerated. Good. No offensive comments, no harassment. None. I won't allow it, and the moderator won't allow it.
I love what Carrie Ann said. It did put you in a different light. Great job, by the way, Gemma, stepping in.
Last night, I don't know. Last night, everybody must have been asleep at the wheel.
Emotions as well as a new
Hey, David,
I'm sorry, what's up?
one thing I've Dan and I have talked about this with him. I said, you got to watch what, being the age that we are, we have to watch what we do at all times. not just some of the times. You got to watch because you don't know who's watching you. There could be a 13-year-old and there could be a cop sitting right there in that same broadcast, and you can get busted. And that's fact. That is
Are
a
we
real
worried
fact.
about the cops? Or are we worried about doing the right thing?
No, you
Like,
know what I'm
don't
talking
break
about,
the law.
Davo, you know what I'm talking about, though. You do that kind of stuff in front of a minor.
Don't break the law. Don't worry about a cop being there. Worry about the fact that it's wrong.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? What I'm telling him, you've got to watch out because you don't know who's in that broadcast.
Fuckatal says, is it a form of harassment to replay this stuff? I'm just curious. I don't know. Is it? Fuckatal really has it in for me tonight, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Why don't he come up and guest? Or she? Or it? Or whatever's there.
Hey, you want me to go see if we bring up Jim? I can bring in Jim.
Fuckatal, if you got it in for me, let's have it. You're just saying, just say something else. Because you sound like a punk right now. You sound like you're basically with your back to the wall throwing shitty toilet paper. You ain't got nothing to offer right now.
Dave, you know what I was saying about our behavior. We got to watch because when you do anything of that type in front of a minor, you are actually breaking a law. It's called negligence, gross sexual negligence of a minor.
Fucking Tom says you're up here trying to humiliate people to make yourself look and feel better. Dude, I was looking and feeling good before I went live. I was looking and feeling good last night when I took the night off. I'm sharing this because somebody has to say something about it. This went down and it was concealed. All right. Dan did this. He had big fun. A man had big fun. And then he knew to conceal it, which is the ultimate mark. That's the distinction between somebody who knows right and wrong. If he didn't know right from wrong, he would have left it out there like he had not done anything. But he knew to take some Clorox and clean up the blood because there had been a crime scene. He knew to sanitize. He just didn't clean it up good enough. And that's why we're having this talk. I'm not talking about taking it to no further extent. That's somebody else's department. My department was me talking it out with this man right here, chopping it up. Him about the shit that went on between some really young kids and my man Dan or Dave about the shit about the like begging. Like begging is tacky. It makes the whole site look bad. It makes us all look poor and broke. Don't do like begging. The nasty shit with the kids is like, oh, it makes us all look like full-grown perverts. Every grown man on here ain't no pervert. Some of us are just grown men living their lives, knowing how to make a joke, knowing how to be appropriate, trying to be good fathers, trying to be good citizens, you know. And it only takes a few fucked up examples to tarnish a few hundred of us, you know. All they got to do is show him, you know. Like, are y'all under the impression that Dan speaks for people like me? He doesn't. He don't represent me, but he can in that instance. All you got to do is show that 148-year-old man who went savagely wild on two, you know, tweens. And then it's like, it makes it look like all guys in their 40s must be pervs. Every guy in their 40s just must be about that shit. You know, you turn 40 and your hair starts to fall and you must just be a dirty creep. You know, and we don't all get to explain our innocence individually. It just takes that one, and y'all look at that one example, and you put that at the top of the pyramid, and it's like, damn, Dan, look how you fucked it up for everybody. Like, we don't do that shit. You did that shit. You know, don't drag down other people of our generation with that. If you can, you know, just, you know, that was my point. Look what you did, bro.
Well, guess what? It'll stop. I'll go from there.
Like, I don't know. Like, instead of stopping, you should have never done it. Like, you can't take back how far you went last night. There's so much. There is so damn much. Like, you had a lot of fun with this kid and the other kid. Like, they didn't know how to leave. So I'm like, have you had incidents of this in the past? Honestly.
No.
Never? We won't find anything older than last night.
Wow. Everybody has to report me now? Wow, I see how you guys are.
Clarification for the rules. Please review our community standards, YouNOW policy rules. You guys ever read those? You scroll back. Hell, let's even click on it. Clarification of the rules.
Wow.
All right, let's read those rules. Boom. And just viewing. YouNOW is committed to maintaining threats of harm to kill others, threats to attack, DDoS, SWAT, threats to attempt to sweat harm, use of profane, or here we go. Profane, sexually ignorant language in the chat, display offensive or sexually explicit images on camera, to perform sexually suggestive acts, or show sex toys on screen, or dance in a sexually suggestive manner.
Hey, Sophia.
All right. Hey, Sophia. You feel like someone is reporting right now? Man, someone's always reporting me. Always. That's never going to end. That's never going to stop. That's never going to slow down. Thing is, I got enemies with enemies. And you know what? Y'all want to know the real funny part of it? They usually pop up when I'm on the road to doing something right. Y'all ever notice that? I only get the most resistance in my forward momentum when I start doing something right. I started catching the most. The day that I showed Noah was trying to meet that boy on the beach one-on-one, that was the first time I got that much resistance from so many people in my whole life. And the next day I popped up with Editor's Choice. Yo, the minute you start doing the right shit, the wind starts blowing against you. The wind will blow in your face, you know, and it's going to test you. It's going to test you. It's like, how serious are you about doing the right thing? You know, anybody would do the right thing if it was always easy and you felt the wind in your back. I felt the wind at my face. I felt resistance. Y'all know this fuckatall ain't never had nothing to say to me ever until I started pointing out how it's wrong to talk a certain way to the kids. Now fuckatall all up in here. Yeah, but you've been real quiet, fuckatall. You've been real quiet. You could have chimed in on so many conversations.
What's the point of talking? Everybody's reporting me, so what's the point?
What's he got to report? You didn't do nothing this broadcast.
No, but everybody's reporting me from last night. Or the night before.
I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can report you for that now. It's wiped off your page. Hang on. What's saying? I did. You just don't remember, obviously. I remember seeing that pill, but you've been gone a while, fuck it all. You've been gone a while.
But what people have to remember, Davo, is this. If they do a wrong reporting, they report somebody for the wrong reason.
Yep, they can get banned themselves.
They can end up getting banned themselves. So
Yep.
you got to watch what you report.
You have to everybody. If you report the wrong thing, the wrong reason, you can get banned too for reporting the wrong thing.
Oh no, I've had to report many a thing that I saw on YouNOW that just didn't look right, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they're probably looking at my reports as comical. You know, like I don't report so many, and I'm like, man, I'm doing a whole lot of free work. This is a whole lot of free work.
How about this? How many people that don't do the rules? A lot of people. It's like, hey, what's the YouNOW rules right now? You can't swear. Guess what? Everybody swears. It's like, hey, look at Brady Cupcakes. She swears 24/7. The new rules say,
dude, she's not here to defend herself. We can bring her up another night.
I'm just saying, everybody swears. Everybody swears.
We can't bring up her if she's not here to defend herself.
I know that, but I'm just saying, everybody swears.
We can roll her footage. She's not on trial here. She's not being accused.
I know that. I'm just saying, everybody swears.
So why did we bring her up, man? No one was
I'm
saying
not saying her. I'm not saying her. Anybody. How many people on this site swear? 1,000 people. 1,000,000 people. It don't matter. You can say fuck, you still won't get banned.
Wendy, wake
Hey,
up.
thank you for becoming a fan. I have a tradition in my broadcast where every time I get a new fan, we celebrate by drinking a toast. And here's a toast to you, the lovely, beautiful, sweet Patty.
Right
Being
here.
my new fan. That's what's up. That's what's hot in the street.
I don't drink beer, so there.
I respect it. I think
you-
everybody shouldn't drink beer. I think people should drink beer if they can handle it.
Yeah.
And I think I handle mine pretty well.
Yeah. David, you know that I consider you a brother from another mother.
Well,
I've
I like
always
to
done
think
that.
that we may be kindred spirits on some level, because it's like, hey, the older guys, we're all lumped in together. When they see y'all do something, they seriously,
Oh yeah.
they even include me in the old heads table. They will forget about me as a black broadcaster and say he's old too though. I gotta be responsible for anything the black broadcasters do. I gotta be responsible for anything the old broadcasters do.
Right there. See what the moderator said?
Moderator says, please report users appropriately. Excessive, false, and that's gonna
Right there.
and account suspension, and I hate to see that.
Okay.
I think also, you did make mention to a broadcaster who is not here to defend themselves, which I try to avoid. Like I say, I wasn't gonna talk about you till you were here to defend yourself. And
No, but I'm not saying about her. I'm just about anybody. I'm not saying just her. Anybody that swears, not just her.
Right. But you gave her name specifically out of all the names that you could have gave out of the 100,000
cussing. They do allow cussing, but you cannot cuss at somebody. It's a form of an attack. You can't. It's verbal attack when you cuss at somebody.
I like that. I like that explanation. We can't verbally batter anybody, even when they deserve it, even when they get on our nerves. Because Lord knows we don't all have to get on our nerves.
Lizzie wants to come up, Dave.
All right. Well, I want to thank you two gentlemen for your time. I think we covered this with enough dirt. Thank you both. Y'all are welcome to come up on another night. It's just so late. What the hell? My poor device is just going ham.
Yeah, damn fact.
Y'all, there is just so much still on here. I guess we're going to have to post it on Twitter somewhere. There is a hive of just disgusting shit. Can I send you the clips? We can watch them on Skype or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Anywho. Where's Dave going with this? Keyboard. Oh, and I think Liz wanted to come up. Liz, are you still in the chat? I just found it. No, I don't see a hand raised. I think she might not have been that serious about it, or maybe she wanted to come up while her friend was up. You'll try to do better? No, you better not try. This was it. 3 strikes is in baseball. I don't do a lot of second chances. I believe in one and fucking done. This was it. This was it. And Dan, Lord, man. I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight because I'm gonna be shaking my head in the bed like I can't believe this motherfucker. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe it. You're sorry, man, Dan. I was really on my. Hang on, I'm about to do this thing. I was like, yo, hey Dan, why don't you sit down? Not Dan. Go on, pour yourself some of this tea. Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down, Dan? No, Dan. Dan, did you tell her since she was on her blank to lick her blank? And like that's what I was getting. Like I was really like, huh? Would you have gone so ham? Would you have gone this ham if you thought that this was going to come up? I want to thank you for coming up and at least facing this like a man, though. You did. That's one thing they can say about you. I know a lot of people. Davo, your guest session has been deleted. I didn't have to do it. Hey, sometimes they will delete it for me. It's not like I needed it for anything. Your spelling's not good. It's all good, sweet Patty. So, folks, who had a good who feels like we had a good broadcast tonight? I feel like we went in. It was good. What y'all saw of it. I know we got rolling a little late. It took us a while to get our head of steam up. Excellent broadcast. It was good. I earned all 4,000 likes. Thank you. I want to thank Move On. I want to thank everybody. He does have a speech ailment, and that's all it can be. Thank you, Tiana. Tiana, hugs. Big hugs. All right, somebody says he does that stuff a lot. Well, maybe he'll do it on another platform starting now. Here's the thing. I can't clean up the whole world. I can't take a broom to the whole world. I can't go out there and make everybody act right. But I can shine a flashlight on YouNOW sins. If I see something wrong on YouNOW, I have a responsibility to speak on it. Sweet Patty, if you want a guest, raise your hand. You know? And I see a lot on YouNOW. I've seen